Taylor Manning. I'm a business mentor. I'm typically helping my clients go from 6 to multiple 6 figures. A lot of people come to me because they see that I'm working with clients who are already doing well, who are already doing big things. And one thing I've been able to do, which has been really, really cool and oftentimes mind-blowing for me, right? Like I want to remind you guys that is have clients want to work with me one-on-one, or have people reach out to me saying I'm their dream coach, who are already making 6 figures, who are already doing big things, who have 10,000 people on their list or 10,000 followers on Instagram, who in some ways are more advanced than me, right? Like one thing I always say is the best clients are the ones where you kind of feel guilty for even being their coach, because on your calls, you're like learning from them. Like that's how the majority of my coaching sessions go, like in my group programs, even in some of my courses and one-on-one, like that's how it feels. Any type of coach, any type of service provider could be feeling this way, where it's like, I want to work with somebody who's not in the beginning, who's not clueless, who doesn't need me to hold their hand, who already has some momentum, who isn't in a bad, scary, stressful situation. Here's what I have for you. 4 things that I feel like have really made the biggest difference for me to attract those kinds of clients. Here's number 1. You want to be clear on what you actually want in a client, because especially in the business coaching world, I just had new epiphanies, right? On this whole only working with people at a certain income level. I've just found it's not that black and white, because I've had amazing, amazing clients who have been brand new, have never made $1 in their business before working with me. And I've had clients who have already been doing very well, who just weren't the easiest, most fun clients I've ever had. That's what I see a lot, is somebody will come to me and they'll be like, I just want to work with clients who are already at this point, who already make this much money. And normally what we uncover is that's not actually the deciding factor for them on if somebody's a good client or not. That's not the deciding factor. The deciding factor is how they act in the coaching. The deciding factor is how quickly they take action. Here's another thing. I don't hear a lot of people teaching this about ideal client. The biggest make or break that makes somebody or makes somebody not an ideal client is the kinds of questions they ask me on the calls. And that's what really makes somebody an enjoyable client for me. What kind of questions does your ideal client ask you? How are your sessions going? What are they asking you? What kind of answers are they looking for too, right? So that's the number 1 thing. Be clear on what you actually want in a client. Here's number 2. What do they really want? What does your ideal client really want? I get more excited when my clients are hitting certain income levels, because I know that their life is really changing. On the other hand, what is also most fun, like what my clients really want, my clients want to work on their relationships. My clients want to work on their like body and how they feel about themselves. My clients want to gain the confidence and the courage and the self-love to just put on the internet what they want to actually say and not hold back. And that's what I want my clients to be doing. That's what gets me lit up. And that's when I know their lives are changing the most. I want clients that want that. So that's stuff I need to be sharing, right? Like I am right now. So get clear on that. But here's the next piece of number 2. This is 2.2. Okay. What is their urgency? A lot of us, when we learn marketing, we learn that people need urgency to buy. It's like if you're a business coach and you're trying to help somebody start their business, it feels more like dire, right? It's like, I'll help you start your business and break free from your job and finally be home with your kids or your family or your dogs or whatever, and like make more money and pay off your debt and like all this stuff that feels like heavy and a big deal. When your clients are already at a high level and they're already fine, the clients that come to me are already fine. This isn't like I need to make money, oh my God, I'm so stressed, my life's gonna end if I don't. I have to think of, okay, if my client's already fine, like most of the people in my one-on-one are already on track for 6 figures. What is their urgency? Their urgency is gonna be different than somebody who's been at 0 for the past year. So that's what I'm trying to uncover. My urgency, right? A lot of the people that come to me, just to give you guys an example, they're done with the hustle. They're done with the working all the time. They're done with the money and the business taking over their life and their mind constantly. And they want to make more money. Number 3, this is the point where you start thinking, yeah, Taylor, but like, am I good enough? That's the question that comes up though. Am I good enough though to like coach these kind of people? When my clients come to me with a question like that, answer the question. I think that's just what we have to do. That's what I would challenge a client to do. So that's what I challenge you to do. Like literally answer it. Are you good enough to help that kind of person? Are you good enough or cool enough or interesting enough to stand out to that kind of person? You decide why you're good enough. You declare it. That's the biggest piece. If you're questioning if you're good enough, that's the only reason why other people are questioning it. And another thing I tell my clients, like, I know this isn't the most high vibe answer in the world, but I'm just like, you're stuck with what you got. Like, that's your story. Those are your results. This is who you are. So just own it. For those of you that aren't business coaches, right? Or you don't talk about money, somebody in my course the other day asked, well, how do I measure the results that my clients get? She's like, well, I really, like, they get more confident and they start doing this and that, but like, how do I measure that? I'm like, you don't measure it, you own it. So whether your results are money-based or not, like, it's not about measuring them, it's just about owning them. Know what your potential clients are so done with. What are they so done with happening in their life? What are they so tired of? What are they so ready to change? Fill in those blanks. Like, that's what you need to be talking about. And when you say this is who my program is for, those are the little bullet points that follow. I know it sounds so simple, like, well, I can't just be it, but it is. It's really that simple. Number 4, where to find them. So I did a YouTube video on this like the other day, but here's the truth. It might not be what you want, but it literally is the truth. I promise you I'm not holding anything back. They're exactly where you're already marketing. Yeah, the high level people are in the Facebook groups. The high level people are the people that you can target with Facebook ads. The high level people are the people that are on YouTube, are Googling things, are gonna be reading your blog posts that show up on Pinterest or that get featured. You're gonna connect with them in the same way, but you're saying different words. I didn't change where I was marketing, but I had to fully trust myself to step into saying the things I wanted to say, AKA speaking to the people I wanted to speak to. It's very tempting when you want to start marketing to a high level person to not, right? And actually it's just a habit too. So some of it's out of fear where you're like, oh, but these people aren't even in my audience, or they're not even in these places where I'm kind of wasting time. That's a lie. And honestly, they are in your audience. Like, they are. I know you don't believe it. It's because they're not talking to you because you're not talking to them. So another thing that I've done is like, I have to pick a real human being. You could make up an avatar, but I just do better with just knowing a real human. It's a lot less work. You know, I've done this with clients I've had. It's like, I really love this client. I'm gonna think about her. I speak to her. And I still will catch myself writing content where I'm like, this is not gonna catch her attention. Like, she's far past this. It's just a little bit out of habit. So there is a little bit with this marketing where it's like, you might have to put your thinking cap on and like speak to the right people. That's where you're gonna find them. You're gonna find them in the same places, but you're going to be saying different words. This is where like knowing really what their struggles are. What are their real thoughts? That's gonna help you a lot here, because when you put that in the title, that makes a difference. Anyway, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you need anything, you can just reach out. We are enrolling for private clients, so we do have those 3 spots open. You can go to taylormanning.co/unlock. So it's just like the littlest, tiniest piece of what I have to teach you and help you with. Regardless, I hope that this helps you, and I hope this gets you thinking like what you can change in your marketing so easily to make a huge difference.